It is time for Built for Success, presented by Ram Trucks.
That's a great success. That's what you wanted to call the segment.
King of the castle, I have a chair.
Whoa.
This is a massive matchup out in Oregon. Number 2 Ohio State visiting the Ducks. Number 3 Oregon. In the past, we might have seen this in a Rose Bowl matchup. Now it's a conference game. A little fun fact, a little morsel of info,
Oh,
a little
I love
tasty
a morsel of info.
nugget that you can take
An
with
appetizer
you.
of
Teams
info?
in the Big Ten traveling 2 or more time zones in distance to play a conference game.
Okay.
That traveling team is 1-8. I say that again, that team is 1-8 this season. I don't feel like you're appropriately reacting to that.
That's not good.
But that does factor into this matchup as
Yeah.
Ohio State, being located Central Time Zone,
Correct.
flies out to Oregon. Do you feel like the Ducks,
Which time
as the
zone
home
does it
team,
fly over to get to Pacific?
the Mountain Time Zone?
That's my home time zone.
There we go.
Thank you very much.
Feel like that is apropos of nothing. But let's
Correct.
get out to Oregon. Do the Ducks have the advantage because they're home?
No, they don't, because Ohio State has the Ohio State offense, wide receiver U. And I'm beginning to think Jeremiah Smith doesn't have 2 hands.
Just one.
Because every single time that he makes top plays in SportsCenter,
Yes.
a program that Randy,
Ooh,
Scott, and myself host
7
Friday,
a.m.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4
Eastern.
days out of your 7 days a week.
Yep.
He's in top plays, catching the ball with one hand. All right, they're going to have time to adjust to the time difference.
Yes.
The time zone thing, the 1-8 thing, that pays me no mind.
Why?
Ohio State is used to traveling.
Well, yeah, and they're not flying
used
commercial.
to going to big hostile environments. Again, game day just stayed out west. They went from Berkeley, shot up north. They're going to be in Eugene. This doesn't issue me whatsoever.
Okay. It doesn't
Yeah.
issue you at all?
It's no issue to me. It's such a non-issue to me. I don't even know how to correctly formulate.
No,
the
I understand.
sentence.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
Little fact here. Oregon's defense is leaky.
Okay.
Okay, you're a real estate guy. What do you want in a basement?
You don't want a basement.
You don't want a
I don't
basement?
I don't want a basement.
Ooh.
Because if you don't have a basement, you don't get the
Leaks.
water hazard that comes with having a basement.
Correct. Think about a presidential legacy, right?
Yeah.
Think about Nixon.
I'm bleeding. I got
Nixon.
nixed on my finger.
Well, think about that for just a second.
Yeah.
Like, would his legacy be different if there weren't leaks?
if there wasn't a leak.
There's a leaky defense.
If Deep Throat sort of kept his esophageal buttoned up, tightened up,
Right.
you're having issues with your throat.
It was leaky. I went to the doctor yesterday. We don't need to talk about that. Anesthesia, no big deal. I'm back. It's fine. I'm a gamer. But listen, leaky defense. Dan Lanning and company. Also, the offensive line has been an issue.
Correct.
Where Ohio State can really put pressure on the defense is through the air. Will Howard's been amazing.
Yeah, they're gonna air it
Jeremiah
out.
Smith has been amazing. Listen, the ground game. Bringing Judkins from Ole Miss. Like, they've assembled infinity stones in Ohio State. Their NIL is better than your NIL if you're talking about Oregon. Yeah, they brought in Dylan Gabriel.
Sure.
He has had to be a magician this season. I don't know that he'll be able to do that against Ohio
Continues
State.
to climb the ranks of FBS quarterbacks and touchdowns and in yardage. And against Ohio State, where I don't know what the over-under is set at, but I would smash the over in this particular game. Let's talk about, too, how last week, going into week 6,
Yes.
4 of the 5 top teams were from the SEC.
Correct.
One Saturday later,
Now,
3 of them are gone, and now 3 of the 5 Big Ten.
Big Ten. That's what it is.
It's Ohio State,
That's the
it's
shift.
Oregon, it's Penn State.
It's Penn State. As for the Ducks right now, they have to deal with second-ranked Buckeyes. Should the Buckeyes, though, we're just going to make this a little chaotic.
Okay.
Should they be number 1?
No,
They are also over Texas.
over Texas.
Texas has a quarterback issue right now.
Do they have an issue, or do they have 2 awesome quarterbacks?
The issue is who do you play?
Okay.
But let's say a little assistance.
A-Train with the saving.
Yeah.
Look at.
What did you do to make yourself bleed?
I don't know, but
Okay.
I'm a battler. I'm a gamer.
You're just going to get through it.
I get through it.
Right,
My
because-
team needs me.
Right, because grit, and you have that, what inside
And
you?
I have
the dog.
that dog.
You got that dog.
inside of me.
Understood.
Metaphorically speaking.
Why
though.
shouldn't Ohio
Weird-
State?
Weird headlines.
Why shouldn't Ohio State be number 1?
Because Texas, you can't penalize a Texas team that has not lost a game. Matter of fact, I think they strengthened their case as a number 1 team because they can simply lose a Heisman betting favorite in Quinn Ewers.
Yeah.
Reload.
He's on his way back.
with an Arch Manning, who enters and puts himself in the Heisman conversation. You don't penalize Texas for that.
What if you penalize him, though?
You don't penalize them either.
Okay, let's put this in pen.
You don't.
Let's
Go
put this in
ahead.
pen.
Go ahead.
Let's put this in pen right now,
put
right
that
this
in
moment.
pencil.
Who did Texas's best win this season on the road at Michigan? So
Okay.
they've done something
Sure.
that Ohio State
Correct.
can't do.
That Ohio
which is
State
beat
hasn't
Michigan.
done in the last 5 tries.
Correct.
This is Ryan Day's
Waterloo.
Prove it or lose it, sister.
Yeah.
You got to beat the team up north, or we don't care what else you do.
One small thing to keep an eye on, too, Chip Kelly's return to Oregon. Chip Kelly is
that's
the
it.
offensive coordinator for
Yeah.
Ohio State right now. He obviously and famously brought the Ducks into national prominence.
Yes.
Mark Bellotti doing a lot of that as well.
And Oregon's 1-9 against them.
Or Mike Bellotti,
The
excuse me.
one win, Dan Lanning. He's the one who knocked off this Ohio State team. Correct?
It was the year that Lanning was hired.
Okay.
Instead, it was actually Cristobal. Cristobal was the one who got that win.
All right.
September of
Same
2021. Then Dan Lanning took the job in December of 21. Now, moving forward,
yes,
I'm not exactly sure how Oregon combats the offense for Ohio State.
Okay.
I don't know that defensively it's there. I think it's going to keep Dan Lanning.
I don't like how you're questioning yourself. After standing 10 toes down and everything else that you've said, you've been so convictious.
Okay, well,
you've been speaking so convictedly.
Understood. Speaking of Texas, they have Oklahoma, Red River
Rivalry.
Yes.
Knocked it.
Yes.
Triple R,
Not
cubed.
supposed to call it the shootout at all. When you talk about Ewers and you talk about Arch Manning, I don't know that definitively we've established whether Sark is going to trot out Ewers or going to give the kid the nod. Does that air of mystery help Texas? Help or hurt?
I'm indifferent about what Texas decides to do at quarterback, and everybody watching this and all the prognosticators and the people who are supposed to analyze and be talking heads about this shouldn't care either. I mean,
who should they stick with?
Quinn Ewers.
They should go back to Ewers. Go back to Ewers.
Got a Band-Aid now.
You got a Band-Aid now.
You can't have your upperclassman quarterback lose his job on account of injury. Yes, Arch Manning has been playing great, but Texas has quite literally the best insurance policy in college football right now. Why disrupt anything?
Is there even a debate to be had? So in your mind, it's not even worth the conversation.
I mean, listen, there's a debate to be had because if we didn't have debate, we wouldn't have jobs.
Fair.
You know what I'm saying? We
Fair
wouldn't
enough.
be paid handsonly per hour to do these jobs.
Besides the quarterback position, what is it that you like about Texas that makes them such a definitive, not only to beat Oklahoma, but to be the #1 team in the country?
They got that dog. They got that aura about them. Sark got these boys playing. Texas is back. Football, there's nothing in their game offensively or defensively that we look at and say, oh, weak spot.
Yeah.
Oh, leaky. No, Texas bottled up.
Yeah, they are. Okay, and so in this, I mean, it's bad.
But
bad radio, bad television. Just sit here and agree with you, but it's true. Like Texas is the team until proven otherwise, and I don't see Oklahoma doing it.
Big splashy proclamations on this program here. What I will say is Brent Venables is going to throw everything at Texas because this is a game that you have to win.
But if what you're throwing at them is
correct,
these aren't ninja stars. These are like Nerf pellets that we're throwing at them.
Oh.
Jackson Arnold, all due respect, is not either Quinn Ewers or Arch Manning.
Correct.
So who are you going with in the game? Yeah, horns
Texas.
up.
There's really nothing to talk about. So I was a little bit distracted here. I was battling through injury right now, so I was just trying to stay afloat.
It hasn't come up several times in the last couple minutes.
Correct.
So,
but look.
Yeah.
Got a Band-Aid down.
There you go. You got it.
Oh, anywhere you have internet, you can lock in on game day.